Hey guys, wanted to share the results of the Benjamin Moore drawdowns. I'll kind of go one by one like we did last time. We've got the Benjamin Moore Ben. There's a little bit of a sag in the middle of it. That one didn't really surprise me. That product is very similar to cashmere, and those products are meant to flow out, be a little bit smoother finish, and not meant to necessarily have huge build. And so we had a little bit of a sag in the middle, but overall, not terrible. Then we go to the Ultra Spec eggshell. It actually held really good. That's equivalent to like the Promar 200, kind of in between the Promar 200 and cashmere and super paint like we talked about in the other video, but it actually did really well. Then their exteriors, I was actually very impressed with the exterior builds. No sag on any of the three exteriors right here. Those three all built and stayed really well. We have the Ben, which is kind of like your super paint, or actually they say it's more like resilience. We'd have to do some testing on that, but which we will. But as far as a build, really good, no sag. Then we go to the Regal Select High build, which is like duration. Big things you can see here where I had the heavy lines on the side from the drawdown bar. It actually held those lines. So it's a very thick build and holds the position really well. This one, there's a little weird dent in the card, but that one did really well. That's the Ultra Spec, which would be more like your super paint, and it actually built and held really well. The product I wasn't impressed with is this called the Final Touch. It's a cheap sealing flat. The coverage wasn't very good, and as you can see, it dripped even down to the one below. Wasn't very impressed by it. Somehow we got a tinted gallon of Regal Select interior versus the other, but as far as from a sag perspective, very good. I just can't check it versus coverage because it's going to cover better with the color in it. Then we go to their Aqua Lock primer, which is the waterborne bonding primer. Great against sag, covered really well. We'll do some other tests on it. Then down here was their Super Hide flat, which would be more like our Promar 400 flat. It did really good job on a 6mm draw. Has great coverage, held its position well. So that one looks like it could be a very good product to use in comparison to Promar 400. And then the one that sagged a lot, again, this one would be one I'm not surprised by. It's called Cabinet Coat. It's meant to be more of a trim enamel or cabinet enamel, and so it's not meant to be built on significant build. And as you can see, it had quite a bit of run off the page there, and so it did flow out nice. I mean, you don't see sag positions on the page, and so that's good, but it did run out quite a bit. And then we've got all my 3mm draws here as well, so that we can do some additional testing from scrub, from adhesion, and also just coverage. And so we'll do some additional tests and let you guys know. But overall, quite pleased with what I saw from Benjamin Moore. Talk to you later. Bye.